What do you want? What do you want? We're going to make a video about you today. Are you excited? We're going to make a video about you. What are you doing? We're going to make a video. Can you come sit and be a good girl? I'm going to take you for a walk soon. Then I need you to sit and go all the way down. Sit. Hello my friends, welcome back to today's video. Today is going to be a little bit different of a video. I wanted to talk with you a little bit today about what it's like to have an Australian Shepherd and why I think it's such a fantastic breed, and why if you're looking for a dog, you might just consider this breed. So stay tuned. All right, well, for starters, we came by this breed almost accidentally in some ways. Our dog, Rosie, actually belonged to my dad for the first 7 years of her life. The way it happened was we were traveling in Northern California at the time, and my dad saw a man walking a miniature Australian Shepherd by the beach and was just swept away by the beauty of this creature. And so he told my husband how much he liked the look of that dog, and my husband said, "Why don't you go talk to the owner?" And of course, my dad said, no, it's fine. And so my husband took it upon himself to go up to the owner and ask him where he got the dog, what the breed was like, etc., etc. Long story short, my dad ended up getting his very own mini Australian Shepherd from the very same breeder in Northern California and became absolutely smitten with the dog and the breed in general. Now, at that time, my dad was actually living with us, and so he brought the puppy home, and we all got to know this dog, Rosie, together. So for the first several months of her life, she was our puppy too, and we have a very special bond with her. I remember my dad crate training Rosie, and she did really well at night, and she actually did very well with potty training as well. There weren't a ton of accidents. My dad was pretty diligent about training her well. From my memory, it was fairly easy. Now, granted, he was doing most of the work, so it's easy for me to say that. But living with him and helping out with Rosie, I don't remember it being that difficult. She was on a pretty good schedule with sleeping, peeing, and being in her crate, and it worked out. Now that we've had Rosie and this breed for over a year, I realized just how very intelligent the breed is. It's one of the smartest breeds I've ever encountered in my life. Prior to all of this, I had personally wanted a golden retriever, and for years we had kind of been on the lookout for one, and there was an opportunity that became available for us to get one. And it just didn't work out. It just didn't feel like the right time. And so we turned that opportunity down. For years, our family had been praying for the right dog, never knowing that Rosie would be the answer to that prayer. My dad ended up passing away, and thereby we inherited Rosie. And let me just tell you, if you are considering this breed, go for it. Now, I grew up with dogs. I've had several different breeds of dogs growing up, and I think Rosie and this breed is the smartest breed I have ever encountered. Obviously, Australian Shepherds are working dogs. I mean, Rosie gets very restless if she doesn't have something to do. What I've realized with her is that if we've taken her on a good walk, we've played sufficient amounts of ball with her, she's good. Now, what's funny is I do see her living her best life on the times that she's gotten loose. We have several stray cats in the neighborhood, which the downside is they're stray cats. The upside is they keep the snakes away, so I'll take them. But they're next door, and it's funny because we've seen Rosie take on that role of being a herding dog because she will literally herd the cats together, and it's as if they're sheep. It is so funny to witness. We just laugh, even though it's super naughty because she's gotten loose, but we laugh. She intuits or hears or something, I don't know what you would call it, well before my husband gets home. She knows he's on his way home. Maybe that's true for all dogs. But we have a dog that she really doesn't like in our neighborhood. And when he is walking by, in fact, he's not even walking by our house. He'll be almost half a block away. She'll start to bark and go up to the window. And I always know the dog is near, even though he's really not near. There's an intuitiveness to this breed that I don't know that I've ever quite seen before, which is super interesting. This dog is so loyal. I have never seen such loyalty. She actually wants comfort, which I think traditionally working dogs like Australian Shepherds, at least from what I've read and heard, they're not as interested in affection as they are just getting a job done. Rosie likes both. She is a great family dog, and we've just so enjoyed having her. One downside is she's not perfect with kids yet. She's a lot better than when she came to us. We think there might have been some issues with kids when she lived with my dad. She's doing a lot better now. She's had a lot more exposure to them. You know, we're really trying to rein in bad behavior. If we see anything we don't like, since she's been around a lot more children, she's better with them. We're still careful, but my daughter is basically the main handler of Rosie, and she's doing a fabulous job. And Rosie is now far better with kids than she was before. So really, I mean, if you're looking for a family dog, highly intelligent animal, I can't recommend this breed highly enough. They're adorable. Rosie is a miniature Aussie, so she's not the full grown. Her shedding really isn't that bad. She's highly active. She's capable on walks. Not a big fan of noises. She hates Mondays when the garbage truck comes and gets really nervous. But other than that, she's just a great little friend. And if you're thinking about getting this dog, I cannot recommend the breed highly enough. They are fantastic. Truly, I have seen the old adage, man's best friend, play out with this dog. She joins us for homeschool. She's at my feet at all times. If I'm in the bathroom, she follows me. If I go to the office, she follows me. If I'm in the kitchen, she's right there with me. Just a super loyal pet. So that's all I have for you today. If you have an Aussie, I would love to hear about your experiences with them in the comments below. If you're on the hunt for a good family dog, I'd love to chat more about what it's like to have an Aussie, specifically a miniature Australian Shepherd. And I thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. And as usual, I look forward very much to seeing you in the next one. Goodbye for now.